Welcome back. My name is Patrick Nolan. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Missouri. This is Pat Talks Law. This morning, I'm actually not going to court. Currently, I'm in a polo. I am driving down to Columbia, Missouri to go to Truman Veterans Hospital. They're going to check out the vitiligo and see if there's anything they can do to help improve it. So I apologize for the video quality on this. I'm in the truck, not my car. And I'm in the truck because I also plan on stopping by the steel supply place and picking up some steel to build a new rear bumper. I want to build a bumper I can attach a nice tire carrier hinge system to, that I will also be building. Because this is my Go Play truck. So today I'm using it to haul steel. Now the reason I'm on today is, the past couple days on Facebook, the tired old meme about gun rights and medical marijuana was making rounds again. And then somebody else posted, shut the hell up. And I think it's time to revisit those two things. First, if the police want to talk to you or ask you questions, your answer must be, I don't answer questions without my attorney. I want my attorney. I'm invoking my right to remain silent without my attorney present. I want my attorney. I want my attorney. Sadly, the days of simply being quiet are next to over. You are now required to speak to invoke your right to remain silent. You can't just remain silent. The Supreme Court has held that simply remaining silent isn't enough. You have to say you are intending to invoke your right to remain silent, request an attorney, and then shut up. So, yes, it is as dumb as it sounds. But I'm not the one wearing the robe, man. So, with that in mind, let's turn over to medical marijuana and firearms. There is a lot of misunderstanding and misconception regarding medical marijuana and firearms. Sorry, I just ate at Hardee's and I grabbed a ham, bacon, cheese sandwich. And yeah, anyway, it was excellent, but I always get this phlegm up. I don't know why. I'm probably allergic to something, but damn, it's a good sandwich. So with medical marijuana and firearms, you have to understand that anybody who's posting a meme or a comment that says that you have no risk of any infringements on your right to purchase or possess firearms or ammunition, if they're saying that, you should ask if they're willing to indemnify you. Will they pay for your attorney and will they do your prison time for you? Because that's not the case. Federally, you are prohibited from purchasing under federal law if you possess a medical marijuana card. The Wilson v. Lynch case ruled that that's prima facie evidence that you are an illegal drug user. And that paragraph, 18 U.S.C. 922 D3, is targeted towards gun dealers. They are not permitted to sell you a firearm, and you're not permitted to purchase it. You have to sign a form stating that you are not a prohibited person because you're not using illegal drugs. Whether or not they are legal in the state of Missouri is completely irrelevant. They're illegal federally. The second part of that is you may not possess a firearm or ammunition under 18 USC 922 G3. Everybody stops reading at D. You gotta go down to G. G3, you may not possess a firearm or ammunition under federal law if you are a user of illegal drugs. Your medical marijuana card is prima facie evidence that you are a user of illegal drugs. I didn't write the law. Don't get pissed at me. I don't like it. It's got to be changed. But you need to know what it is before you go out willy-nilly violating it. Now, that's federal law. What are the odds that the feds are going to come screw with, the average medical marijuana person in the state of Missouri who has a hunting rifle and goes hunting? Low. Now, let's talk about state law. Revised statute, state of Missouri 571.070 versus 071. Hey, regardless, you are not allowed to possess a firearm if you are a habitual drug user. I believe it's if you are in a habitually drug condition. Guess what? Your medical marijuana card is prima facie evidence that you are in a habitually drug condition. That clause, I have never found a appellate case where that clause has been the key component. It hasn't been tested in Missouri. That doesn't mean it won't be. That means that you might be setting yourself up to be the test case. You don't want to be the test case. The test case is either the hero or the guy spending 5 years in prison. Let somebody else be the test case. That's what the law is. Now, if you are in possession of your firearm while you are actually under the influence of alcohol or drugs, that is a violation of a different law. What is in possession of? Well, if we use the same definition for in possession that they use for possession of drugs, do we need to go there? Come on. So, you are looking at a pretty loose definition. Do you have access to it? Do you intend to exercise control over it? Are you aware of the firearm's presence? Do you acknowledge it's yours? Do you intend to exercise control over it? These are all elements of possession. Is it physically in your hand? Not a requirement. So if you're sitting on your couch in your living room, you're medicating, and your shotgun is leaning against the corner, and the police come knock on your door because somebody's double parked in front of your house, and they see that you are medicating, they ask for your card, you're cool there, but they see the shotgun sitting in the corner of the living room, are you in violation of that law? Yes, you are. Might there be some circumstances the defense attorney can use? Yeah, of course. But do you want to defend it, or do you want to steer clear of it? So, it sucks, but given the way the law is, when you get your medical marijuana card, you are not going to be legally possessing firearms. That can be fixed through state law, and the state can fix that. But that is a problem. Now, The next question people ask regarding an habitually drug condition, well, doesn't that apply to people who are on OxyContin for their back? Yeah, actually it does. It certainly does. And that might be one of the reasons why it's never been prosecuted, or it's never been prosecuted to the point where it's been appealed. Okay? And if they start attacking just marijuana, is there an argument for selective prosecution, which presents a other problems constitutionally? Yes, that does. There are defenses, but again, while you're defending yourself, you're going to be in a cell, or you're facing going to a cell. And look, these are probably going to be appellate cases. So for it to go to appeals, you would have had to have lost your criminal case, which means you are likely in the Department of Corrections. That's not where you want to be to fight a case. So the goal there is to fight those laws proactively and politically, not judicially, with the threat of prison hanging over your head. So please, if you are ever confronted by the police and they're asking questions, don't answer them. Invoke your right to remain silent. Guys, I'm not answering any questions without my attorney. I'm invoking my right to remain silent. I'd like my attorney. Am I free to go? So, yeah, invoke your rights. Use them. That's why they're there. I promise you, whenever the cops are being questioned about a thing, they use their rights. Attorneys that are smart enough to not think they know it all, they rely on their rights. We shut the hell up too. Except for that one traffic ticket. I got stopped for speeding. I was doing 90 and a 60. I got stopped, and the officer came up. Man, I knew I was busted. He was like, you know how fast you were going? And I looked at him like, don't make me lie to you. And I thought it was adding a little levity to the situation. Man, that guy had no sense of humor at all. So, I paid the fine. I took my 3 points. But man, that S550 flew. It was a wonderful, I still have it. It's a wonderful car. It is going to be up for sale soon though. So, you've got to be quiet. Okay? If some police officer asks you if you know how fast you were going, don't answer that question. Don't answer any questions. And you could ask a question. Well, I'm sorry, why did you stop me, officer? What seems to be the problem, officer? Or you can go the straight humorous way. The cop comes up and asks you, well, why are you driving so fast? Because I didn't see you. Or, you see this long skinny thing down there, you press down on it with your foot, the whole thing takes right off. No, you don't want to do that. Don't answer any questions. Be polite, but don't answer any questions. For those of you who are concerned about your firearms rights with your medical marijuana card, I strongly encourage you to go talk to an attorney. Go talk to an attorney. Don't rely on internet memes for your legal advice. The memes are not correct, nor can they encompass all the aspects that you need to know. So please, talk to an attorney if you're concerned about it. Have him read Wilson v. Lynch, and then make a knowing decision. All right, thank you. Please hit like, subscribe, and we'll be coming back at you again soon. Bye.